Hi everybody, how are you? I welcome everyone again today to my video. I want to welcome my wonderful subscribers. Hi you guys. Hope you're all well. I want to welcome all my wonderful commenters and thank them for their comments, insights, everything. And of course I want to welcome the new subscribers to my channel. Hi everybody and welcome. Now, I wasn't going to make a video, but I was going through my comments and I received a comment on one of my videos from a person that really inspired me to make a video today about Chris Cornell. And I'm just going to quickly read his comment, and here it is. I have my own opinion on the matter, as well as it's definitely in line with what you've talked about. I was at the show that unfortunate night with my girlfriend at the time, and I had seen him before the show. He had on a black hoodie and was trying to be incognito, but he was with two black men, slightly taller than him, and he was tall himself at around 6'2". It was a fairly suspicious thing to me, in the sense that there was an unexplained air about things. Sure, I understand that a person of his stature would want to have bodyguards, but it seemed to be more than that in some unexplainable way. Secondly, about the rest of the band, I definitely think they knew/know something. There's absolutely no doubt in my mind about that. The way Chris Cornell was performing that night was very off, and I noticed more than most at the time. He was slurring his words, forgetting lyrics, was being uncharacteristically off-tune by a lot, and yet the band didn't react to this. It might be extremely sinister of me to think, and I mean no offense whatsoever, but it was almost like they were putting up with it because it was going to be the last performance anyway. I have some videos of the show that I've posted to show how he was performing, but by now we all probably get the idea and have seen videos from others as well. He had been sober for quite some time as far as that goes, but he was either on some kind of narcotic, whether it be by his own volition or if someone snuck something in his water, we'll probably never know. Or maybe he had a stroke. It's very difficult to talk about because he was definitely an excellent example of how people should be, and what a fantastic role model. There's just absolutely no way the suicide stuff they're giving us is true, with the amount of time in between the ending of the show and his death. People don't die by suicide that quickly. Not that I'm an expert on the subject. At first, the timeline they were talking about was a mere 30 to 40 minutes. Then suddenly it changed a week or two later to be an hour and a half or something ridiculous. Almost as if they knew their original story sounded like BS. Also, if he hung himself, why would there be blood? Also, with the height of the door in relation with his height and weight. If he were to use an exercise band for that purpose, it wouldn't work. He would just be sitting on the floor with a stretched band around his neck. It definitely wouldn't produce enough tension in order to block his breathing. To sum it all up, there really isn't a way to sum it up. We'll have the answers, as the popular opinion goes. The investigation was very sparse and was carried out in an unprofessional way. Perhaps that's because the outsiders who were involved were told to forget about it and keep their mouths shut and to just mock up some terribly done fake paperwork for the news and get on with their lives. I don't know. That's all I have to say, I suppose. Just wanted to chime in quickly. very interesting comment that this person made on my video, and it's all very true. What would Chris Cornell be doing? This is the first I've heard of it, about other people around him like that. But what would he be doing with these two big black men around him? And he's in a black hoodie. There's no mention of these people anywhere else. And this commenter did not mention anything about the Martin Kirsten, the actual bodyguard. He didn't mention seeing him with Chris Cornell. It doesn't make sense. And he said there was an air that he felt uncomfortable. Something was weird about the whole scenario. So, you know, it just goes to show that there are people out there that remember things. And this particular person actually saw Chris Cornell that night, he says. So I believe what he says. And there's more to this story, and every day it's getting bigger and building, and we've all seen what goes on. And as far as his bandmates, and what the commenter says is that they knew there was something wrong with him, but didn't do a thing about it, and just going through the motions kind of thing. And now they're out supporting Chris Cornell with the promise and keeping the promise to their brother, 2 out of the 3, because there's one that isn't participating in this at all. But the other 2 are going on and doing the promise, and they're going to keep, you know, their promise to their brother. But where were they when their brother needed them on the stage that night and he wasn't doing well? They didn't lift a finger. And we also haven't seen any kind of documentation from the police or anything from that night about the other band members. Where were they? Were they interviewed? Were they asked any questions? No. There was only 12 questions asked to Martin Kirsten by the police. And, you know, here's more information coming to light about that night and how Chris Cornell looked like he was being followed around. You know, he was being followed around, and he looked like he wanted to hide. You know, didn't want to be seen, and had a hoodie over his head, black hoodie. So all these contradictions are coming out. You know, they're all coming out, and there's certainly more to this story than what we've been told, clearly. And the commenter is also correct about the timeline. You can't go in 30 minutes, 40 minutes, go in and hang yourself and, you know, and then ask for your TV, Apple TV, to be fixed and this and that. And there's a lot more to it than that. So I thank the commenter very much for their information. I truly appreciate it, and I wanted to share it with all of you guys because I think it was it's a honest remark about their experience of that night. So thank you again. I welcome your comments about this, and I wish you guys all a wonderful day. Take care, my friends. Till the next time. Bye for now.